A school community, as we just said, in Melbourne's East is coming to terms with the scenes of unimaginable horror after a car crashed into a school ground yesterday, killing an 11-year-old boy. Stephanie Ferrier is at Auburn South Primary School for us. Steph, tell us how this tragedy unfolded and how the community is coping today.
Good morning, Bridget. Well, the community is, as you can imagine, deeply devastated by what happened here yesterday afternoon around 2:30 after a woman picked up her son and was apparently, according to police, attempting to do a U-turn here. That's when the car veered across the road and crashed into this school fence, crashing through it and going to a table where there were 5 kids sitting around it. Now, there is one child, an 11-year-old boy, who sadly died on the way to hospital after being critically injured. 4 other children remain in hospital where we understand their condition is now stable. And you can see just behind me, several people have been coming along. Here comes somebody else just to drop off flowers and lay them in the memory of this 11-year-old child. Now, we've heard from the Education Minister, Ben Carroll, who says that he will be visiting this school later this morning, and also that they are going to be having more than 20 relief teachers come in to support the teaching staff here at Auburn South, as well as headspace counsellors, also a dedicated room and drop-in counselling service for some of those really understandably shell-shocked students. Now, earlier on News Breakfast we heard from Jacinta Allan, and that's the Premier of Victoria. She says that she is just heartbroken by this news as well, and says that this is just such a huge blow to this tight-knit community here. She said that this counselling service and this support would be offered to the school in the weeks and months ahead, and this is what she had to say about the really tough time that confronts not just this school community but others trying to process this horrible event.
Deepest condolences are with the family who are grieving the loss of a beautiful little boy today, but also to the broader school community. I've got a little boy in grade 5 at a local primary school, and I think we all felt just so sick to the stomach yesterday afternoon when we heard that news. And I think it's important that as we get support, if we need it, to also reach out to others who we think might be struggling, because this is tough. This is really, really tough.
That's the Premier of Victoria, Jacinta Allan, speaking there. We also had John Pesutto, the opposition leader, speaking on News Breakfast a little while ago. He's, of course, the local member for Hawthorn as well. He says this is the worst nightmare that any parent would have to face, and this is, once again, such a tight-knit community. So his thoughts are with that family and the loss of their loved one. But at the moment, we are hearing from the Education Department. They have said earlier yesterday that they thought initially that this might have been a medical episode. Police say it's still far too early to work out exactly what has determined or what has caused this crash. They are still investigating thoroughly, and they will continue to do so, looking at any CCTV or dashcam footage or witness statements as well. The 40-year-old East Hawthorn woman who was arrested and taken into custody after this. She has been released pending inquiries. She wasn't injured, neither was her child, who she just picked up from school.
And Steph, any plans today to reopen the school? Have there been any decisions made around the students' welfare and their education for today?
Well, we understand that the school is likely to open today. We have been monitoring the Education Department website, and they haven't got any updates saying that the school is closed. In fact, Ben Carroll, the Education Minister, said that counsellors had advised the Education Department that it was really important to continue that structure and routine for students. And so that is why they are hoping to make sure that they still have those available counselling supports in place with this dedicated room for any student that might actually need it, as well as additional headspace counsellors. But our understanding is that the school is likely to open. Now, we haven't seen too many people, apart from those who have been actually coming along to lay flowers, and there has been a steady stream of children as well, obviously wanting to give their condolences as well. But we don't know whether or not this means that the school is definitively open. That's what we have been led to believe.
All right, thanks very much, Steph.